It's time for Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor.
As the song said, there's a fine line between pleasure and pain.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you remember a couple of weeks ago on our radio show, we spoke about a guy called Coyote Peterson. Harley's become obsessed with watching him on YouTube. He's the star of a show called Brave Wilderness, where he gets up close and personal and gets stung, bitten, all that kind of stuff by really venomous creatures. He's looked at the executioner wasp.
Yep.
The Japanese giant hornet.
Yep.
The bullet ant and warrior wasps. He says the giant desert centipede is among the worst bites. So, and I've seen him being bitten by stonefish.
But why?
Well, just to be able to, he says, I'll describe the pain. And what he does is he goes, ow, ow, yeah, okay, yeah. So you don't actually get much insight into it.
Yeah.
I think he just gets off on it.
He's just in it for the pain.
Speaking of which, I've been reading about a woman who has been using the sting of a bee to relieve pain. And she's become obsessed with it to the point that now she has a full-blown addiction to bee stings. She said she's got arthritis, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
And she said she'd read somewhere that there's some kind of folk medicine to injecting yourself with bee venom. She said it not only helps the pain, it boosts her sex life.
Where does she get stung?
She said she's been stinging herself with bees for a decade.
Right.
100 times a week.
Yep.
And she said, I sting myself with bees addictively in my hip. Actually, she's taken between 15 and 20 in her left hip. My elbows, on a finger, on my ankle, my forehead. Everyone gets arthritis in their forehead. And the tip of my nose, she said. I really love stinging myself with bees.
Right. So how does she attract the bee?
I don't think she goes outside and just lets wild bees get her. I think she must harvest her own.
She'd have a hive, surely.
She'd have to have a hive.
Yeah.
And she'd have to pull one out one at a time like that guy does, Coyote Peterson.
Yep.
He doesn't just wander around till a stonefish gets him. He isolates it and then deliberately puts it on him.
But a bee dies.
That's right.
After it's...
She must be going through a lot of bees. That's mean. She's letting them all
the
die.
bees are probably going, oh, no, here she comes again, bee lady.
Here comes a bee lady.
Oh, she got bloody Gavin last week.
I know.
He's not
She
around.
gets off on it. Freak.
Weirdo.
Well, they're saying that there's a reason that people enjoy the pain. Pain causes a central nervous system to release endorphins, and these are proteins that act to block pain. Pain causes the central nervous system to release endorphins or proteins which act to block pain and work in a similar way to opiates like morphine, and it gives you a feeling of euphoria. So that helps you get through that moment. Your body's not expecting Margaret, for example, to do it to herself 100 times a week. Come on, Margaret, give it a rest.
Do you like pain?
You know, I fantasize about being tasered.
Yeah.
Not for pain. Well, maybe for a bzz, and then it's over. Like you see an electric fence, I'd be so tempted to put my hand on it.
Have you touched an electric fence?
No. Have you?
Yeah, many times.
Is it painful?
It gives you, it's quite disconcerting. It gives you a pulse that runs through your body. It's a mild electric shock. Well, for a cow, it's a mild electric shock. For a human, it's quite...
It's bigger?
Yeah, it's a bit bigger.
Did you like it?
No.
Did you think I'll go back for more?
No, I didn't go back for more, no. No. I will say this, though.
Here we go.
When I was a kid, I'm old enough to remember the days of corporal punishment. This is where they used to beat you at school.
I get that in capital punishment confused.
That's more final than corporal punishment.
Corporal is where you get whacked at school.
Yep. Capital is when you get killed on the chair.
Geez, you went to a tough school.
That's...
And you're sitting down lazy.
Yeah. You didn't finish your periodic table, so that's what you're going to do.
I'm not electric chair. I'm going to make you stand up to electrocute you.
So we get the strap at school. It was a leather strap.
The strap.
About,
Boys at our school got it.
2 foot long, and you get it on the hand.
It was like a ruler, but...
a thick boot strap. It was actually made by the local boot maker.
So he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he was making these.
He was in on it.
Yeah, what a weirdo. Anyway, you get the strap, you get 4 or 6.
And you'd hold your hand
depending
straight,
how bad
would you?
you were.
And he'd get it, your palm up, sort of across the
and
front of
whack
the
you
knuckles.
on the hand. And it was interesting. There was a few brothers, because I went to a Catholic school. There were brothers there that were just right bastards with it. They really got off on it. Then there was a lot of teachers, because towards the end of my schooling,
it was starting to change a bit.
They were stopping corporal punishment. And in 1984, they outlawed it, so it wasn't going to happen anymore. And so there was a couple of teachers that weren't into it, but they still, so they do it. They go, okay, come up here. You're going to, and they give you an option. You can write out 1,000 times, I won't smoke in class, or you can get 4 of the best. And I
What
go,
would you take?
I'd just go, give me the 4, brother.
Would you?
Yeah, that's easy.
But so
I can do that on my head.
you'd get 1, and your hand would invariably close up.
No, you keep your hand. If you close your hand up, there was a possibility when it came back for the second, he'd break your knuckles.
Oh, my God. So he
Yeah.
would say to you, keep your hand
Yeah,
open.
so bang, bang, bang. And then I started to
Wow.
get used to that. And
Oh.
I'd get it. I can't imagine why, but I'd get it a fair bit. And at first it would hurt like the blazes. But then after a bit, there'd be a nice warm feeling in your hands. And then I think I became a little bit addicted to it. Possibly that's why I was so terrible at school.
So maybe I should reintroduce it here to stop your terrible behaviour. Maybe you're
yeah.
goading me into doing
Yeah,
it.
maybe if you dressed up in, say, a black PVC outfit.
Like the priests did at your school.
It's just like the brothers did.
It is weird when you think back that you could whack kids like that at school.
I know.
And were there rules? They could only do 4 or they could do 20 if they felt like it.
No, it was only 4 or 6.
Like,
So you could
6 are the best.
So 4 was like a misdemeanor. 6 was you've cocked up fairly largely.
How many of 6s did you get?
I got a lot. I reckon there was a period there where I was getting it pretty much every day.
No.
Seriously, every day.
See, the whole point
In
is
the
to
year-
try and shape your behaviour. It obviously didn't work.
No, I think from year 5 up to year 8.
No.
Yeah, I pretty much got it.
Well, is this when you're getting off on it? Sir, look what I've done. I've set fire to my own hair.
Look, I've gone and weed on your car. What are you going to do about
Better
that?
be 6.
That seems to me, that's a pretty.
I think you go more than 6 for that.
Like if you want to put in 8 there, that'd be okay.
And would you go be down at the local boot maker saying, mate, you put some nails in it, mate?
Okay, I'm not a weirdo.
Aren't you, Brendan?
Okay, kids, that's it for today. That was Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor.
Come back tomorrow for some more.